So mainly you want to avoid letting go right pad, so you will see both of these runner mashing as fast as they can. First RNG matter coming up is a mini boss that can do 3 patterns, either the passive, either a machine gun or the missile. What you don't want to see is passive B, because it will just make you take 2 bomb from the instead. So machine gun can take damage and it will only do 1 damage. Can take bomb afterward, and it will just easy to pace. Alright, since Jimmy is back, so sorry about this little inconvenience. Now what's coming up is Vile Fight. You notice that these runner took some extra damage during the stage, because that's fight crit, so they need to be at 3 HP or less for the cutscene to activate, which will make Vile, heading on starsurfer right now, shoot a ton ball at you, which will just end the fight and engage cutscene. He's back, so sorry about this little inconvenience. Now what's coming up is Vile Fight. You notice that these runner took some extra damage during the stage, because that's fight crit, so they need to be at 3 HP or less for the cutscene to activate. So both are now moving up the win stage. This is the first stage they are going to pick, because you're gonna grab the dash boot upgrade in that stage, so it will allow you to go quite faster. So we'll see how the movement goes in the beginning of the stage, because you still don't have dash, so they will use some club movement, trying increase their. Sorry about that. Give me a sec, I will try to. Alright, don't know if that fixed it, but yeah, so they are going to use the slope as your starsurfer right now. That way, when you're going down a slope, X movement is a bit faster than his walk, and also his jump height is higher. So they are using this jump platform. They will not be able to reach. Both of them are their way capsule. So now they are picking up the pace with dash boost. There's tricks that they're able to do now, and also there's mention that when you're doing dash lead, which is when they are releasing buster no charge shot, and dash for that will make it twice damage will do normally. So they will be able using this all the way to run. So we will see how it is off. We'll see that starsurfer fight now. So for penguin fight, what you don't want to see is him really gliding, because when he's doing so, he's real invincible. So just a time loss every single time that he's gliding. Starsurfer having some nice RNG though. That was maybe what, 1 or 2 slide. That's something that often. Thunder on the inside, having a nice fight as well. Some slide, but I would say it's going pretty well done. So next stage coming up, the Coinger stage, one of the most technical stage in the game. A lot of vertical movement, a lot of visualization stage. I won't go in them, but what you want to be able to jump off platform instead of walking. But that's just some movement you make gameplay. So coming up now, we have the turtle skit. We'll see if Starsurfer going for it. Getting the first one. Damage there. Taking it a bit slower there, but that's fine. That should avoid taking extra damage that you want to save your HP next fight coming up. We will see on Thunderface able to pull it up. First one. Oop. So the outside climb there. You want to grab the ladder as you can, as you're killing. Other guy will call them that for this. And the inside climb there, that Starsurfer is coming up to. Pretty technical one, can be as hard as you want it to be. There's a lot of way you can make this quite faster, but it's really hard. So there's a couple of ways you can tackle this, or quite. So on Coinger fight there, we'll see a Starsurfer is going for the dance. He has the charge ready. So basically what he's doing is just tricking Coinger in, keep dashing at him and trying to grab him, jumping at a specific time. Not so easy to do, to make it loop all over again until you reach about either half or less. We'll see if Thunderface is able to as well. Dance, he jumped a bit too early there. Oh, getting close there. Sorry about that. So far, having a clean fight. Bits. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. The timing jump at the right time to avoid getting grabbed. Quite so. We'll see how the refight goes for him. On the other hand, we have Starsurfer going for the Tinkian fight. We'll see if he goes for an safety there. No, he's not. We'll see about Thunder later on. So in this cave, he didn't defeat Biker Dad. The rock that are falling off are all orange. So you can go as fast as you can, but sometimes the orange are not in your favor, and quite unfortunate. For the mud section up on Saucer, you can pretty much do it the way you want, as long as you're not letting go of dash and the D-pad on your, you're fine to go. So find the perfect way to do it for yourself and go that way. So for Chameleon fight there, the boomerang is his weakness. Pretty easy boss, because you're just staying on Starsurfer, you get him into a loop and just shoot boomerang at the right time, and there, the fight is done. GG. Now we'll see if Thunderface is going for the safety. No! Oh, that's pretty ballsy. I like it. So basically, I would just mention it pretty quickly. Either of the runner are going for it, but you can grab the armor in that stage, which will reduce all HP you're getting, all damage you're getting hit by half. So that will just keep pace later on. But either of the runner are grabbing it, we will see how it goes later on in this game. So each stage on Starsurfer, we'll see if he goes for the safety there, because he's staying on this stage, not too far off. Yeah, he's going for it. Sub tank will hello him, stacks HP as a safe, able to grab some drop on the way, and when his HP all full. So we'll see if later on this is helping it. Thunderface having a nice fight on Chameleon. He will be joining Starsurfer on Eagle stage shortly. Oh, that was a close ledge. Starsurfer, fortunately for him, he didn't fall off. So for Eagle now, he will be shooting a Lima at the start of the fight, so he will have 30 HP left and use 10 desing. What we don't want to see is what we're seeing right now, unfortunately. Eagle can dive at the moment first time, and in desing, the quickest, if you're not lucky enough, is as you're seeing on Starsurfer right now, about 7 dives. Thunder going for the sub tank as well. This is a wise choice. Whoa. Oh no! Thunderface, the dead on the platform. That's unfortunate. It will be pushed. Beginning of the game. Not the game, but the stage, sorry. These platforms are quite mysterious for being tricky to deal with. They will always move in the same pattern depending on timing you get in there. But sometimes when you miss a jump, miss something that you're not, the platform will all over the place, which can be quite tricky to deal with. So we're having Starsurfer now in the Mammoth stage. You can either do that stage 5th, 6th, 7th, or as a last stage. Most runner goes as last because this stage is based. There's no RNG, so most of the runner, the top one, won't take that stage at the end. So they can deal with RNG, they can face the other one. But you're really not losing time by going Mammoth. So we'll see how many dives Thunderface gets. Far looking quite similar to so that's 1, 2. He's not coming down. We'll have at least 7 or 8 dives. So we are having much similar RNG for Boat Runner. Meanwhile, Starsurfer finishing with Mammoth. I mean, I believe a clean fight. So for Manuel now, a lot of the stuff you can do to make it faster. We'll see what kind of strategies using. Alright, going for the Tornado strat. Tornado in that game is OP. Does a lot of damage on frame, so you will see how he's facing this. Fortunately though, the Tornado is pretty slow on the cast, so he's having to slow down just a little bit so the Tornado is not on it. So we are having turned the slime there. Having nice RNG though so far for Starsurfer. Nice. What you want him to do is come out to the ground. You're able to use either the boomerang or both of them does about the same damage, which is faster than the tornado if you have to climb the wall to shoot it. So Starsurfer going for the safety hard tank. Trouble grabbing it though. There it is. That heart is quite tricky to get with boomerang. There's some physics when X is going up, shooting it, the boomerang will go up. If you're going down, will do so. So it's kind of it's a gimmick to be able to grab that heart with it, knowing. Thunderface taking good care of Mammoth there, and we have starsurfer going with the Mandrill fight. As you notice, he's doing some damage to him for his throws. That's because the high frame for his when he's invincible is actually shorter than the time is ice when he's frozen. So that's why they are actually doing some damage for his throws faster that fight. Oh, that was close. Starsurfer almost did a miss stage select. Oh, we have Thunderface going for next to safety there. Mandrill stage. Not a bad play, not a bad play. As mentioned earlier, they are allowed to take extra safety when they want. Because the percent, if they wanted to, they could even go for 100% strat. But that's actually lower than beating the game. So grabbing some extra safety item going to save them a lot of trouble later on in the game. Thunder having some sports army. Thunder slime. They do the way. So that's the kind of RNG you don't want to see from Thunder slime. Sticking to the top wall, to the ceiling there, you're not able to use the boomerang or something quite efficient. So that's why they are using tornado there. There you're seeing on Surfer, he's jumping at some specific point in that section to avoid some bird jump, would cause a lot of lag. So it's not all random, that should save some time. Nice grab on face there. He's going to gain some time. We see what kind of orange is. Oh wow. The Brodillo for Star. So what Dillo can do there at the start of the fight is roll forever, and unfortunately it's out of control. It's all RNG based, got best pattern get. So Mandrill fight for Thunderface, we'll see how it goes. So far it's going pretty well. No Mike Tyson. Pretty clean fight. So next stage now, Octopus. It's not the most technical one, but it's quite hard to deal with. Tar there using Tornado to throw this turtle at the start of the fight. There's some way you can jump around them, but it's quite tricky to deal with, so using the Tornado there is a safe strat. So now, having the thing, which is weakness of these guys, make quick work of the submarines, so that's where they are going to. There, we have Star using the quick kill on the snake. Pretty well done. It's just a matter of timing when you're really Tornado. He did perfectly, so now he's going to face one of the most serious fights in 80%. He has quite some saves, so we should be able to put this through. What you don't want to see with Octopus there is him doing to his attack mode that he's doing the ability, which actually Star didn't get, so nice for him. Now we will see what kind of RNG Thunder gets on Armadillo. So far, pretty Pretty bad RNG, oh my. He keeps rolling. There has have been time in the past about just Dilo rolling for about 30 seconds, and there's nothing you can do. At least when he's rolling, when his armor is up, as you're saying on Thunder, you're able to damage him, so there's that going for him. We'll see a Star is going for the... Oh! Missing the leap of faith. He was pretty close to get it, though. We will see if he goes for it again. Timing quite difficult there. Yeah, taking it. When you miss some dash, when you damage at some point you were not supposed to, it's safer to just go slower, as you're saying on Star there. There's no shame. The trick for the leap of faith is pretty technical and difficult to pull off. And as you're saying him take some damage to that stage, it's because you're going to face fight again. And this is another script fight, and what he did there is we're calling the virus skip. When you're not touching the ground for that gate, will not trigger the cutscene you'll be seeing. So make it kind of weird to explain. But as you're saying right now, no cutscene, and right now he's ready to face Vile. One of the hardest fight to actually quite fast. Sorry, his rolling shield is weakness. We'll see if able to pull up a fight. Missing shot. Oh, getting stunned there. There's nothing much you can do when you get there. Still having a bunch of HP, and need to pull through this fight. Nicely done. Thunderface on the other hand is on his way to face Octopus. We'll see how it goes. So far, no swirly. A lot of projectile though. Who HP are getting low. Oh, we have some extra safety. Nice. Oh! Thunderface pulling up the win there. Octopus with just barely enough amount HP. And so to mention, he just used his sub tank that was the lowest. So we still have full sub tank to save later on. So now we have Star on Commander fight. Pretty well done, not taking any damage, so we will be in perfect shape to face Buzz Spider that's coming up. Buzz Spider is quite a difficult boss to deal with for beginners especially, but there's not much RNG except when he is dropping some babies. But we will see how many of them Star actually gets. But for the other part of the game, the fight, Spider will take any green line that comes to his path. So you can actually read the pattern after some time getting it. And thanks for long animation of that fight for him to come down, you have enough time to charge the ice shot, which will do 4 damage to Boss Spider instead of 3 from the regular highs. Thunderface getting the first part of Fire Skip. We'll see if it's able to the second part. Good. Star finishing strong, taking some damage, but using that to actually damage boost through the baby. Finish the Spider. Nicely done. We have Thunder coming out for the Vile fight now. We'll see how he's able to do this. body contact. Vile does 8 damage of body contact if you don't have the armor. So that fight can be quite difficult to deal with. Thunderface managing to pull through. So we have now Sigma 2, and you're refighting both Penguin, which is our pretty AV orange boss. When he's sliding as the regular stage, you're not able to damage him, and later on they are going to face Eagle as well. So bird stage, bird are not so fun to deal with. Alright, Thunder going for the safe strat, hugging the wall there. That's the easiest way you can face that fight, because when you're using the aiming tornado, which is actually calling your weakness as well, they will just go at him. You don't have to deal with RNG or just execute. It's pretty safe way, a safe way to do it. Thunder, I believe, will try to get some HP drop there. Not quite as enough, I would say, for him. Oh, nice drop there. Alright, now he's ready to go. Taking it slow there to refill your HP for Boss Spider is not a bad deal, because since either of these runners actually grab armor, Boss Spider on contact does 8 damage and the baby does do 4, so can drain your HP quite low, quite fast. On the other hand, we have Star on Rank the Banga fight, and one of technical one in the refight in the final stage. Sorry, managing the first cycle on the noise, pretty nice done. So far, Thunder having nice action. Boss Spider, 1 HP left. You got this. Yeah. So far, both our runners are doing pretty well. We'll see if Star on his hand able to pull off the Armadillo's cap. Oh, missed it. So the way this skip work is that you're using this ice sled, which will push you through the gate, but without making roll up, which will allow you to skip that fight. Fortunately for a Star though, he got some good orange first roll, so he's able to take good care of that fight quite shortly. Thunder on his hand is taking care of Penguin, having some glide though, but doesn't seem like he's a bad fight. Oh, a slide at the end. That's unfortunate. For Chameleon refight, it's much the same as it was before. Just rank. There's some way you can actually make that fight, I would say, about half a second faster. But it's quite technical, and I don't blame this guy for not going for it. Thunder using the rolling shield there, just hopefully get some drop, which he did. Not a big one, but still, that's refill his HP for the next fight coming up. Not Eagle though, Randa, which is quite difficult to deal with. Star having some Mike Tyson manual, but he's able to pull through without even taking damage. Pretty nice. On the other hand, Thunder is taking some damage though from Eagle. Still able to take some hit from the final boss coming up into that stage, but He's in a tight spot. We will see if he's able to get some HP drop up there. Not even bothering with it. It's just going. Star going for the refight from Alto. Still a difficult stage to deal with, but there's some HP drop you can take for the fight and after. So now on the noise cycle for Thunder, not going for the one cycle, just taking it slow, because when you kill the nose, you don't want the gate won't open again, so it can be quite difficult to deal with the eyes, which Thunder has no trouble with the second section. The noise done. So Mammoth refight on Star, pretty much the same. A Lehman at the start, Tornado, and you try to get double hit each of them. You want to avoid taking much damage on him. Even if the fight is pretty trivial by itself, you don't have safety item or HP drop coming up after that fight, so you want to be as high HP as you can be. Thunder going for the safe strat for this. Oh, no. Well, if the screen goes too far up, you will also miss the Ditto skip, but something as you're saying on Thunder face right now, you cannot go back to the beginning because the screen will have scrolled up and it will be a dead pit, which is quite interesting. This is the only place in that game where scrolling up the screen will actually make a dead pit from a path you jumped through a little ago. Star taking good care of D-Rex, and now is the final stage. That final stage is pretty much only a refight, then way to farm HP. And now they are stacking some HP as you're seeing on Star, because they have phase boss tackle, which the first is Dog, which his weakness will be ice, and it's quite an action reaction boss. They want to avoid taking damage because they will be facing two other boss after this. Star managing to, whoa, that was some sick dodge. Now the Sigma phase, his weakness is mental weapon. There's a couple of ways you can face that fight. We'll see which one he's using. Going for the wall part. You want far enough to the wall, shoot it. So when Sigma come by, he will take some damage from it. It's quite a difficult stage to pull through. You need a bunch of practice to do this. Thunder on his hand, fighting Octo. Sitting in a good position, having some swirly though. And that's a third one? My. Now Star on the final phase, that which can be pretty brutal. We'll see how he's dealing with this. You have the clock coming at you, you have the lightning that you want to avoid that. Because since either runner have the armor, it will deal about 12 HP of damage, which is, well, pretty deadly, I would say. Star having a nice dodging time, and finish with a nice time of first. There, 35:05 according to SRL. Nicely done. We have Thunder coming up right behind him on the QX3 fight. Just fight. So his weakness is the boomerang. It's kind of difficult to use you're getting started. That's the boomerang have some specific mechanic as we talked earlier. So and you want to taking damage there. Nicely done. Now D-Rex is going charging phase, which is kind of what you want to see because as you're saying on Thunder there, having some nice dodging time and finishing D-Rex pretty clearly. So now Thunder will be coming up, right, for the final phase of Sigma. We'll see how he's able to do. Remember, he has sub-tank, some safety heart, but he doesn't have armor, which can be pretty tricky to deal with. Now just checking his sub-tank, noticing that there's only one filled, and it will just take some time to fill the other one up. Because, as mentioned, the dog on contact with 8 damage, Sigma will do 8 as well, and I believe the Saber does 10 damage. And on the final phase, the Claw does 8 damage, the Lightning does 12, and body contact on the head, if they were to get too close to it, will do 10. So that's some pretty high number right there. And they barely have over 20 HP. So even just 2 hits at the wrong spot can be deadly. We will see how Thunder is doing this. So far, having some trouble with the dog fight. That fight is not easy to do. The dog is quite fast, and there's a lot of pattern you can do. You can pretty much just try to react in time to avoid taking damage. Slow on HP, but if you can pull this fight without taking damage, he will have sub-tank to refill his HP, just pull through the final fight. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, nice dodge. Taking some damage, we'll use their sub-tank there. That's fine. Able to do this fight for the rest of it without taking damage. He will be in a good position to finish this strong. And there it is. Alright, Thunder. Time to show what you're made of. Hardest boss fight in the game. We'll see how he's doing this. Oh, that was some quick movement there. He went for the wall but realized that the car was not moving away, so he didn't jump into it, taking some damage you don't want to. Some quick work of this, avoiding the lightning. Ooh, that's fine. Though another lightning will be deadly, and he realized this, using the sub-tank. And whoa! I believe that's a PB for Thunderface. That's a PB for Thunderface. Well done. He may have lost this race, but that's a win against himself. Nicely done. That was some clutch movement there in that refight, and using the sub-tank there didn't take any damage, but if he had taking damage, that would have been a death maybe, who knows. So we will have a second race coming up quite shortly. Both of these runners will take a short break. I will do the same, and we will be right back for the next race coming up. Right. Hope guys you're ready for the second match of the race. And we had Starsurfer taking the first win, Thunderface getting a PB, so we will see Survey should win next one. So both of the racer has joined the race. We will be getting ready pretty soon. Alright, both of runners are ready. The race will be starting shortly. Once again, we will be facing intro stage. Straightforward stage, they will keep running as much as they can and try to avoid taking damage except on the. So we will see how it goes for them. And they are off. And joining me, Delta MX. Welcome aboard. I'm not hearing you. Meanwhile, through stage, once again, they are going to mash their way through. We will be facing Beast quite shortly. So we will see how it goes for them. What you don't want to see is a passive B. You want it to shoot anything at you. And unfortunately, getting passive star, getting the machine gun. Are you there now?
Oh, now I'm here.
Alright, welcome aboard.
Hello, how's it going? So this is the second race, right?
Yeah, this is the second way. Star took the first one, Thunderface got a PB. So we will see how this turns out.
Okay, let's go.
So both getting through the B's quite no deaths whatsoever. So we will see how it goes for the Vial coming up. Realizing that they are taking some damage. Because the last fight of that stage against Vial is great fight, and you want to be at 3 HP or less to reach that point.
Yeah, he has a lot of health, so he needs to take a lot of damage. He usually we usually do it with the cars. So I think he still needs to take some hits.
You need to take at least one hit.
Yeah, if he doesn't get it there, oh okay, he got one.
Decent. Decent.
Thunderface
shit.
having some problems with the cars, and also got a ship in a bad position.
Yeah, there's some way to manipulate the ship movement so you get almost perfect ship time, but it's quite tricky, and if you don't get it, it's up to RNG where it will be.
Yeah, it moves really slow. Still was a good level for both of them.
So the first stage coming back up will be a Penguin stage, which will where they take the upgrade for the Boo. So they will be able to go quite faster that way.
Yeah, this is where the run really starts, and regardless of the category you're playing, it's always gonna be the first one because that's where you get the dash. And this is the only X game actually where you don't have the dash from the beginning. But even if you play this stage without the dash or the first part, there's some interesting movement, like the slope jumps.
Yeah, the sub jump is when you're going down a slope. X move slightly faster, and you can also jump higher that way. So
it might not seem like a lot, but if you do a lot of them, you gain a considerable amount of save time.
Yeah, you save a couple of frames over and over again, making it about maybe a second or two faster. Thunder having trouble there, taking damage. We'll see how he's taking the first sub jump that you want to actually make, and kind of sloppy on the edge, but he got it.
Yeah, he's had some troubles there. Something interesting of this game, and I think it applies to the 3X games in the Super Nintendo, is that you don't need to be facing the wall to wall jump. So he had some trouble with that, but it's okay. So now both of them got the dash boost. Now it's gonna get interesting.
Yeah, with the dash boost, every element is shot when they are in dash speed do damage. It's kind of a glitch, but well, we'll take that gladly as runner.
Yeah, it's weird. I wonder why that happens. I never look for it.
I don't know. For X2 it's the same, and from X3 it's where just on boss though it will be taking away. Who knows why?
Yeah, it's weird. So we see Starsurfer starting with Penguin. Penguin can be very annoying. He can do a lot of lies if he wants to.
Yeah, and when he's doing a slide, you cannot damage him. And fortunate on start, getting frozen right before getting some hit. Penguin.
Yeah. Also, Thunderface has like not too much health, so it might be a little dangerous because it's still so easy to die in this fight if you're careless.
Yeah, and by hazy we mean that if he's taking one body contact from Penguin at this part of the fight,
oh god,
it will be a death. So you need to be careful there.
Yeah,
I think nice RNG though.
Yeah, that was good. It's still a pretty close race, and this is any percent, so anything can happen. It's so easy to have mistakes, and I don't know if any of those is gonna grab the armor, but
either of them actually grabbed it in the last phase, and neither of them actually died on the final stage.
Oh, that's nice. So, it's
gonna
be an interesting
we are up
Anybody
for we are up for an interesting race.
This is the good thing, the nice thing. Well, as a spectator, it's cool to watch races, but sometimes as a runner, it might be a little.
It get quite nerve breaking.
Yeah.
So Coinger stage right there, pretty technical stage. Some nice movement there on Thunderface. First section of the stage. We'll see how he's going for the turtle skip. I was wondering there. It was a pretty late shot, but he got sniped by it. For the elevator on star there, not much you can do. You can show off that you cannot take damage from the spike. You are at some specific place when you're jumping to them, but except that it's an auto scroller that you have to do.
Yeah, this is one of the most difficult levels in my opinion, because there's a lot of vertical climbing, so it can be a little difficult. Also, the Kuwanger, in my opinion, is very difficult.
So, it certainly is. You need to put a lot of practice to that fight to be able to pull off the dance.
Yeah,
100% of the time. Once you figure that, it gets a lot easier, but it's not so. Just a little mistake can cost. So we'll see if Star is able to pull off the dance, getting the first part of it. Now we just keep to jump to right time, and as you're saying, the AI for
wow.
Koeniger just make him keep going till
Yeah,
he grabs you.
that was a good dance.
Yeah, and the fact that he's teleporting now is not a mistake of Star. Just once he reach below half HP, he can
Yeah,
teleport at
let's
any
teleport.
moment.
Yeah, oh, Thunderface is having problems with the dance. So if you fail the dance, you just need to fight it. And the first part, the first half, can be very difficult, and it's also
Is
very easy to die in here. But I think he
but
got it.
yeah, he got it.
Yeah, the second half, as he said, is you just need to watch out where he teleports.
Yeah, and we need to mention this as well. For any person, even if you're making some mistake and take it a bit slower at some part of the game there and there, as long as you're not dying, you're certainly gaining time on someone. So
Yeah,
that's what you want to avoid. Maybe going a bit slower is not no shame really, and start having some bad orange drop on these rock.
yeah, those rocks are really annoying. Uh, so none of these players are gonna grab the armor, I guess. So
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think so. Thunder did in the first race either, so we'll see. Maybe we'll have a change of heart. Doesn't seem like it.
yeah, let's go.
Go all out or go home, something like that.
So
Some nice movement though.
Yeah, the second part of this level is pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth movement. And now go with the easiest boss in this game.
I thought that was the hardest one.
Oh yeah,
I mean, you have to shoot the boomerang at some specific time. It's pretty hard to time, right?
yeah, exactly.
So basically, that fight is just shooting the boomerang at nice time, and there it is, already done.
It's pretty easy. I've seen actually races where somebody dies, and that's pretty unfortunate because you have less boomerangs, and if you don't have enough, fighting the chameleon with just the buster is really annoying.
Yeah, that's certainly one of the hardest fight Bustler on. Thunder making quick work of Chameleon as well.
Yeah, it's still a pretty close race. So.
Yeah, now, so far they are doing pretty well. So if in the last race, both of these runners will go for the safe and grab the sub tank, which is pretty much on your way. So not a big time loss to grab it, and it will quite end the later on in the game.
This is the only sub tank that is kind of in the way. All the other ones needs to take a lot of to be out of the way a little more than this one, and any safety that you take might make a difference in the end. Whether you take the armor or the sub tanks or more hearts, it really can make a difference, especially in the last battle.
Certainly, since even Thunder went out of his way in Mandrill to actually pick a second sub tank, which actually saved his life in the fight in Sigma. So that was maybe a 30-second time loss for a 3-minute time save over that.
Yeah, that's a really costly. Well, depending where you die, but especially in the last level. Well, we'll talk about it when we get. Now we'll see Starsurfer fighting Storm Eagle. He's already doing a lot of dives.
Yeah, Eagle can do either 1 dive, 3. I believe he can stop at 3, 6, 7, or 9, something like that.
There were a lot. I didn't count, but I think he got like 2 hits before he started diving.
Oh.
2 or 3.
Thunderfast on his side having a nice RNG so far.
Yeah.
That will be an No dive.
Not yet, not yet. Oh my god. That was so
Nice.
good. That never happens to me.
It never happens in the race. Well, except this time for Thunder, which is gaining some time on Star there. So he's right behind him. And I think Thunder went to Mandro in the last race. I'm not sure. So you can do Mammoth either. No, we won the same stage, so they will be on the same Mavericks. So we will see who's gaining some time. And both of them are going.
Wants to go for the hard. It's not too much out of time loss. So if you want to take more hard, this is a good one.
Yeah, it's pretty much on your way, and Thunder will be doing the same as well, like he did in the last race.
Yeah, the only difficult thing is trying to grab it with the boomerang. Well, after you practice it a lot, it's easier, but still, it's a little tricky. He's having a little problem, and there it is.
There was still some nice movement to get to that hard. So, Star getting into Mammoth fight. Pretty trivial fight. You want to shoot a lemon at the start of the fight. So he has 30 HP left, and you can shoot a tornado at him until you reach 0 HP. Nicely done, and we will see how Thunder face this. Should not have any trouble to deal with this though. You realize that they are actually jumping for shooting the tornado. That's just to prevent case of Mammoth West jump. It will still hit him, so it's no swag strategies to improve speed at which you can kill him.
Yeah, now we see starsurfer going to the Spark Mandrill stage. He's using tornadoes, which is a little slower than using ice, but it's easier to do it.
A lot easier, and you'll maybe losing just a second or two doing so.
Yeah, and if you feel the ice a lot, well, you might as well just do the boomerang. Oh, he got a battering you with the thing. I forgot the name.
Thunder Slime.
Thunder Slime.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Yeah, these bubble that Thunder Slime shoot can be quite annoying. First, because they cause a lot of lag, and also because they just make you stuck in place for as long as you need to break through.
And we saw Thunderface, by the way, getting another sub-tank here. So as we mentioned, that might make a difference in the end. Oh, he almost died there.
Whoa! That was some clutch move there.
Yeah, and starsurfer goes for the heart. He didn't get the best jump.
No, but still managed to grab it with the boomerang, which is quite due, so second fastest way to grab this. Having some interesting RNG on Thunder Slime. He did manage to have a good pattern though, so he was able to just stick to the ground and shoot boomerang as much as he wanted.
Now we see starsurfer going for Spark Mandrill, which is also an easy boss, as you can see.
Yeah, they are still taking the hard way to face that fight, because you can actually stun lock him ice forever for that fight, but that's slower than using the speed strat, which is using the ice right before he gets free from the ice, because the iframe for him to take damage and the iframe for ice, the ice is a bit longer, so they are able to damage him before he's able.
Now we go. starsurfer goes to the Armadillo stage. There's something you can do here. I don't know if he attempted it last time. You can try to get a phantom grab to grab the tank. I think it's a tank.
Going for it, we'll see.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. He tried.
I mean, it wasn't a good hide. He may have got him in if he had just talked to the wall, but maybe he was like, not good enough, and just bailed out.
Yeah. And it's cool. Like you're already there, you might as well try it. You don't lose anything. And
Yeah,
if
you
you
maybe lose a second or
yeah, and if you
maybe
get it, you
two.
got
And it will be the fastest sub tank you can get
yeah.
if you actually pull it off. So
Yeah, too bad it's not very consistent to do. That's
yeah,
why 100% is a little weird to play if you want to do that.
just take some practice to actually at least get the good height for
Yeah,
it. Because this is the hardest phantom grab in the game. We didn't spoke about it too much, but basically you need to be at frame that something is going to come when you grab an item with the boomerang, which will pull the item like hard at something to the boomerang instead, which is kind of weird.
yeah, it's weird. A lot of things happen with the boomerang. If you want to see what can be done, go watch a task of Mega Man X.
You
It's
will
pretty
have
fun.
quite a blast for sure.
Yeah, and I think he had good RNG for the
Yeah, it
armadillo.
did seems like it, and both of them grabbing the hard armadillo, the fastest one to grab, and
Oh god.
falling off the platform there for Thunder, but fortunately for him, it was quite at the start of it, so not a
Yeah.
big time loss, because if you lose that platform any way near the end there, you will lose quite a while. Go grab it back, because there's no way to actually go over that gap without it.
Yeah, and you need to jump. There's some way to do it, but you need to jump in a certain spots to prevent the birds from spawning to have less lag. So it's common for people to fall. And he also got good RNG for the armadillo.
Hey, he did, but Dillo started to roll right again, but
Yeah.
since his armor was off, he was able to damage him while he was rolling. That was some good movement. And Star getting the light submarine, don't know how to call it. It caused a lot of lag, but he actually used that moment since the submarine will not do anything else, so he can just stand on point and shoot thing.
So because they did Mammoth first, well, not first, but a little
Yeah, fifth.
not last. So this is the last Maverick for both of them. Then there's still a pretty close
Yeah,
race.
they are still on the final stage, both of them. So this is still a pretty close race. Anything could still happen later on. So we will see how it goes.
Yeah, starting with the Sigma levels is gonna get interesting. Oh, another one.
Yeah, cannot help this. So for a snake coming up on Thunder, there's some quick kill you can do. We'll see if it goes for it or just kind of patiently wait. You want to do the tornado at a specific time. That was too early. So you can kill him underground. But that's a tricky thing to do. There's some visual cue for it, and if you don't, the underground kill, as you're saying on Thunder, generate a ton of lag.
Yeah, now we see starsurfer going to Sigma 1. Let's see if he's gonna attempt to do the leap of fate.
Is
He might do it.
Oh!
No!
That was pretty close. Oh, managing the gap into the platform.
That was good. It was a little scary.
So the basic of the leap of fate, the reason why they are doing it, as you saw on starsurfer, he was able to beat the top platform, jump over it, which saved roughly about 2.5 and 3 seconds. So it's a pretty technical strat and pretty scary to do.
Yeah, and the platforms are so bad.
They are mandatory for eating your input. It's not something that the runner are just bad or kind of and blame the platform. The platform will not allow you to dash jump if you're not at least running for 6 frames or something like that, which is kind of weird to deal with.
Yeah, it's weird to get accustomed to those platforms. Like, if you're in there, what I do is dashing, and after dashing, then I press the D-pad. So, but even then,
Oh, doesn't think so. Wait, I never thought about that. So, Star on. Wow. Well, I was about to say that he was on the Vile fight, but he is already done with it. That was a pretty clean fight.
Yeah, it was so fast. I didn't have time. Thunderface is going a little slower on here,
But still, once again, not dying there, which will cost him about 30 to 35 seconds if he had missed that jump. Making sure he's under 6 HP, because for the Vile fight, we had 6 or less HP for it. As we cut into the cutscene, as it was in the intro stage. Oh, Bowler, I believe, in the chat. No! No! Thunder!
Thunderface, no!
And now we're seeing something that pretty is... That's the risk of doing the Vile skip. If you were to pause this game anywhere in cutscene, you will get the game soft lock. There's nothing you can do except, as Thunder just did, is do a soft reset of the game. And we have discussed this in the tournament group, and it's a lot. You can reset the game anywhere you want. If you miss wrong stage select, if you soft lock the game, you will lose time anyway. So it's a nice way to get back in track. But unfortunately for Thunder, though, he had filled his 2 sub tank. Now he still has them, but they are empty.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. And the why this happens, like yeah, you need to pause, but maybe you're thinking, why would you press the pause button? That's because you just keep the text with the pause button. So that's why it happens.
Yeah, every text box that appear, you want to hold the text button. Actually make the text box go away quickly, but during that whole cutscene there's a lot of way you can tackle it.
Oh,
no, not again.
No, dude, please.
That should be fine.
I think it is.
Oh my god, that was almost it again. He was lucky to actually pause the game before the cutscene engage.
Luckily it didn't happen again, but still lost sometimes. So starsurfer has a little adventures over that, and he's already on Sigma too.
Yeah, he did manage through Buzz Spider without any death and taking some damage on the babies, but that was a clean fight though.
Yeah, Thunderface having a little problem with Vile.
That was a wise choice to use the sub tank there, because that body hit there would have cost him a death.
He was lucky because he had the empty tanks.
Yeah, he got some.
He got a job somewhere. So
yeah, he realized that and he used it to his advantage.
Nice. Meanwhile, starsurfer is getting not so good RNG.
Yeah, a lot of sliding. Sigma 2 is pretty known for being just quite annoying to deal with, because you have the 2 most RNG boss fight to deal with, and even the last boss, Rangdabanga, is a Navy RNG boss. So you have 3 of them stacked together just to make sure you're enjoying your time dealing with them. Thunder being low HP, going for the save strat on Coanger, making sure he's not taking any extra hit. He will probably farm some HP before Buzz Spider, since there's a big hallway with a lot of enemies that can actually drop it quite often. Ooh, nice kill on Star there.
He almost got it with the dive, so he got one dive, so it's not that bad. And he doesn't get a lot of drops.
Yeah.
He got alive, which doesn't help too much.
There.
Oh, damn, he's not getting a lot of drops.
There we go. That's normally what we're saying to that.
Oh no! Oh, okay.
Everything dropping big HP drop normally, but sometimes, especially when you don't need them.
Yeah.
So we have Star now taking care of Rangda. One of the most technical fight. There's a lot of way you can tackle this. And we'll see if he goes for the one cycle.
Yeah, he got very good. He almost beat the 2 eyes in one cycle. So it was a very good RNG.
So we have now Thunderface on Spider. Basically, you want to be able to read the pattern. No RNG, the Bus Spider will take any green line that comes his path. So after a bunch of practice, you can pretty much nail this easy every time. I should not be saying that after dying early on my race on this, but Thunder, good care, dodging the babies there. So coming on refight, nothing to talk about. Pretty much the same as it was on their first fight. Boomerang, timing right, jump, facing left, right, and now it's done. So we will move manual refight, which can be quite weird to deal with because as it was at the beginning of this game, but you want to avoid taking too much damage, but when he's charging at you, he can do quite a lot. So we'll see how it goes for Star there.
Thunderface already starting with a slide. Oh, okay, here's another slide.
Another
slide. Oh, he lost his charge fire. And there goes another one.
Star taking one hit from the Mike Tyson Mandrill. Just check how many that thing just eat from him. We'll see if he goes for the safety HP there. It seems like he will. Oh, missed a boomerang shot for it.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Thunder with
the robot 3 times.
He's trying to go for, I don't know. He was trying to get out of the mag, but it was not working for him. So we have now a max strat. Let's go.
Yeah, he just went for it. Like.
Well, and now.
Oh, no.
All right, it's true. That was quite funny.
Yeah. Oh, he got a tornado in the end.
The lucky drop on Thunder. So Star going for the top drop there, getting some extra HP drop for getting to the refight from Mammoth, and then going for D-Rex. That safety HP there is quite useful because you don't get have any other drop before D-Rex. So just trying to refill your HP for them, it's nice.
Yeah, Thunderface got a good RNG on the Eagle.
Yeah, Thunder in the chat going with, I didn't choose a Mac life. It chose me. That was a pretty nice way to put this.
Yeah.
Now we'll see how he faced, though, the Rangda fight, which is quite difficult to deal with. And on the other hand, we have Star going with G-Rex, which is as difficult to deal with.
Yeah, he does a lot of damage, huh? He needs to try not to
going
take
pretty
damage.
well so far, though.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. So he's missing some boomerangs, but it's not a problem.
And Thunder is a bit low on HP, but he should be able to pull this. Nicely done.
That was so good.
Both of them having a no death. boss, and that's no small matter. So Star now going into Sigma fight, final stage of the game, which can be quite difficult to deal with. We will see how he's going through this, because even if Thunderface is one stage behind, you never know what may happen.
Yeah, the close can be very unforgiving. So, let's see.
Thunder going with the safe strat on Ditto Skip. Nails it. Star making nice dodge on the dog.
Oh.
Getting hit by the fire there, but that's only 4 damage.
Oh, that's a close shot.
That was almost a 8 damage contact, but he managed to pull through. So for Sigma there, pretty straightforward. You want to spark. There's some difficult way to deal with this, but as long as you're able to pull through a no damage fight, you should be able to get in final Sigma without trouble. Seems like Thunder wanted to go for safety, but realized that grabbing that drop there will not even feel his sub tank, so we just bailed out of it. Star on the other hand, Sigma strong, not taking any other damage. We'll see how it goes for Wolf Sigma though.
Yeah, let's see how the claws treat him. They can be very unforgiving, and they do a lot of damage without the armor.
Oh,
God.
managed to dodge that one though.
Bad. And okay, it's not too bad.
Whoa!
Oh no!
No. Okay, he has
a tank.
Still, he's still in a pretty tight spot. Wolf Sigma have a lot of left. We'll see how it goes. Oh, he's falling down again. No!
Oh no!
The claw there was pretty friendly by stopping right before he jumped into it. And whoa! Oh my God! It's so close.
There it is.
There it is.
Fans, dude.
And GG starsurfer getting the second win for this match with a 34. Just confirm the SRL channel. A 34-24. Well done.
Well done, starsurfer. And it was a pretty close race. Unfortunately, Thunderface soft locked the game. I don't know if this is the first time in the tournament, but that's the first time.
That's the second time I'm seeing him happen to someone I was facing a week ago. That's unfortunate when it happened.
Yeah, it's really bad.
So now we have Thunder coming up. Low HP though. We will see how he managed to pull through Mammoth fight. Hopefully for him, it will not take much damage. I would keep jumping.
Oh no, he's
getting low though. He will need to be extra careful with the D-Rex fight coming up, because D-Rex on contact will do 8 damage.
Yeah,
which will actually kill him.
Yeah. You know, if he's not feeling too comfortable, he might die. I don't know, because even if you try to kill it with the boomerangs and you die almost in the end, you're gonna have to beat it with the buster.
Does seems to have some HP left in sub tank. We'll see how he's going.
Yeah, but I don't think he can take any hit at this point.
So far, no, but he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, so far.
Oh
God!
My God, that touch was.
Oh, that was so close.
Oh wow, the clutch there on Thunderface. Not too far from his PB though. We'll see how it goes for the fight there.
Gonna recharge his tank.
I believe he wanted to use that rolling shield. Just yeah,
that's a good thing. Like starsurfer, I think he survived just because of the tank. So it's a good thing.
And Thunderface did the same the last race, and actually it did save him as well. So
yeah, you can only take I think 1 hit, and that's with full health once on the final Sigma. So yeah, a tank or 2. I think he has 2. It can really save your life.
yeah, it certainly can.
He's almost done. Too bad it might take a lot of time. It's random.
It does, but it still saves time if he managed to pull through without dying, which will actually cost him about 3 minutes. Alright, let's see how his fight with the dogs go.
The fight it's easy. You might get a hit or 2. The less hit you take, the best. We just still have Sigma. Well, the other 2 Sigma.
That was a pretty clean fight though against the dog.
Oh, we got Sigma, which is actually not that difficult, but you want to miss a lot of the sparks, because you might run out of sparks. But I think he's nailed it. Well, most of them. Oh, he took a hit.
Ooh. So that's good. If he's not taking any other damage, he will have full HP going into Wolf Sigma and a sub-tank to save.
Yeah, that's better. Oh no.
Oh.
Another hit. So,
now even a lightning may be deadly for him. We'll see how he's facing this.
Yeah, it's a little dangerous. He might want to use the tank before starting, or when
no, he won't get on the claw for that, because the claw will only a damage which he can't survive.
Yeah, he can survive. Well, they're being nice.
So far, so good.
Not too bad.
Nice dodge. Whoa! Now is the right time.
Oh,
the
no.
claw being nice though, not stopping on his way, so he's able to make his way quite fast there.
Yeah, at least.
So he seems to be having another. Well done.
That was very good. GG Thunderface.
Thunderface finishing with 39:30 according to SRL. Nice done, both of you guys. I don't know if you have time for an interview, if any of the runner wants to join in. We'll check this really quick.
I see starsurfer is already here.
He was during the whole race though.
Yeah, I didn't notice.
Thunder is in as well, so we will have an interview with this boat runner. Star, congrats on the win. Hello? He was there just.
Thanks, dude.
All right. We are not having you.
Hello.
All right. There you go.
I think he's not hearing us.
Maybe he's pushed to talk or something. Star, we're not hearing you. You know, if you're talking, kind of see a bit there. We have Thunderface joining. Grass Thunder.
You can. I'm just crazy delayed on my mic here, so you.
I think we had some problems with starsurfer.
It seems like. So Thunder, how are you feeling about this?
I'm pretty happy about those runs actually. I never had a sub 40 in any percent before.
And
now, so.
you did both run on the sub 40.
Yeah, they were very good. It was a very close race. It was very entertaining.
So Thunder, I'm kind of surprised, just ditching the armor there.
Yeah, when I was practicing the other day, I was just like, well, I'm in a tournament. I might as well try a few runs without the armor. So I did the first run without the armor like Thursday or something. It's like, whatever. Like, I might as well try it, and it worked out pretty good. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, that was impressive actually. Not even dying on the final phase.
Yeah.
You had to something, and fortunately you took some damage from Captain America, if you can call it that way, and you still managed to pull through the whole Wolf Sigma fight without much trouble, actually.
Yeah, I had a few lucky dodges, but yeah, it was for the most part it was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the runs. I think I have a lot of room to improve too, so PB should be pretty free if I can not soft lock next time.
Yeah, that wasn't unfortunate. I mean, that soft lock cost you another PB.
Yeah, oh, easily. Yeah, I was on starsurfer's heels before that. Like,
yeah, and I mean, what was your time on the first race again?
I was 39:23, I think.
So you're only 6 seconds behind with a 1 minute and a half cost soft lock.
Yeah, exactly. So sub 37 should be pretty free.
Yeah, that was an amazing run, Thunder. Congrats again.
Thank you, and congrats to starsurfer for the excellent runs. I was kind of glancing while I was racing just to see how you were doing.
I mean, it was okay,
good.
but there weren't any max strats in there, so I don't know.
No, but I that was weird. Like I tried to get away and just was like, okay, I don't want this mech, but like I said, the mech wanted me.
You really did everything you could to avoid getting into it and running it, but at some point you were like, all right, whatever, then I would just ride this.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can't fight love, man. Sometimes it just chooses you.
Exactly.
That was a nice comment. Yeah. All right, starsurfer. What about your race? What are your thoughts about this?
The first run was pretty sloppy. Like dying on Leap of Faith felt a little bit. It didn't feel super great. But overall, it was okay. You know, the second one was all right. It wasn't, anything flashy. Just kind of slow and steady. I didn't go for anything too wild. It just turned out well. Almost died at the end, but
yeah, but you managed to pull through. And how far from your PB were these races?
I think the second race was like a minute off my PB. So definitely something that I would take in a race every time.
Yeah, that's a good time to have in a race for sure. So, do you have both of you a race coming up soon, or still have a race to do?
I still have to do all of my other ones, so I'll be scheduling those hopefully soon. But I don't have anything scheduled yet. But
all right, you Star?
Yeah, Trogdor and I did our first race a couple of weeks ago, and we've been having problems connecting with the fourth person in our group, so I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but we'll see.
But yeah, I imagine me and Trogdor will get our race going sometime soon. I know he was pretty eager to get them done.
Alright, we will look forward for this. So anything you want to add up, the strategy you want to try to add in your run or something for the next match coming up?
I just there's a few things I need to learn, because I come from Hundo, and like I don't know a lot of any percent specific strats, so I think that's one thing I'm gonna try and do for my next race is take a look at some kind of top level any percent runs and kind of see some stuff I can add that I just don't know about right now.
Yeah, about this, maybe I can just do a quick shout out to NRG Zam, which is one of the participants in this tournament. Did actually have an highlight for 20% tutorial, which is quite nice to look at if you're trying to get started to the speed run.
Yeah, for me, I think it's just I'm gonna have to practice that booty grab. I went for it twice and came up empty-handed both times.
Yeah, it's a difficult, probably the most difficult phantom grab in this game.
All right. I still have never been able to pull off the booty grab, but Someday.
Someday, yeah. Alright then, I think that will be it for us for the MMX Tournament for today.
Hey, thanks for commentating, MDoys and Dalka. Really appreciate it.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
welcome.
definitely.
It's a good race.
I always appreciate having the commentary while I'm racing. It's nice to kind of help keep up with the other person when you're not watching.
Yeah, it sure is. Then that will be it for today. Just quick shout out for Fizzle and all other admin in this channel that are pulling out quite some work for this run that we are able to get to you guys. Also, we will be highlighting this match and all the other one for and after. They will be put on the gaming channel on YouTube. So if you miss any of this race, you'll be able to watch them there.
Yeah, it looks like the next race is coming up. Be tomorrow afternoon. So lots of stuff scheduled the next few days anyway.
It sure is. So thanks for watching, guys, and we will be taking our leave there. See you all.
Right. Thank you, everybody. See you.
Adios.
See ya.